Welcome to our weekly Wednesday wrestling reviews. This will be alongside the podcast, which will be released every Sunday on the channel. Thanks for the feedback in the first one. I'm glad it kind of got a good amount of views on YouTube, and people seem to like the concept of it. Good to see. Really glad people kind of want to see it. Today, Progress Chapter 23 I'll be doing a review of. I was at the show live in the Electric Ballroom in Camden, London. Really enjoyable show live. I think it came across a bit better live than on demand, which is a great service. Progress Run, highly recommend you invest in it. It's only like $7, maybe like £4 or £5, which is really great value, I think. But Progress Chapter 23, this was a really good show. It was consistent, lots of good matches. Main event was really good, so definitely check the show out. Opener Rampage Brown versus Big Daddy Volter. This is good. And the ring breaking is obviously the main highlight of the match. I'll put the link because Progress posted a video of it on their YouTube channel below. It kind of added to the match quite a lot, and both guys just really worked really well with the ring breaking. Definitely worked to their advantage, and it really just turned into a really good match, to be perfectly honest. Them nice near falls down the end, and I'm really a big fan of Rampage Brown. He's really good worker. Three-way. A natural progression series, quarter-final. Damon, Moser, Shen, and Jack Sexsmith. Never seen these guys before, so a bit of an unknown for me. The match was okay, and it's mainly there to get people over. Like Jack Sexsmith's gimmick is really good, really unique, and it's a bit quite crude, but I think in maybe a good way, especially with the Progress crowd. Shen Wu, I'm not really convinced of him yet. He's kind of WWE stereotypical Asian wrestler, which is not a good thing really. I'm not really convinced of that. Moser reminded me of Tommy End a bit, which is not a bad thing at all. He's a little dull, so hopefully he can kind of work on his charisma with the crowd. He can be quite serious and not really engaging with the Progress crowd. That's how I felt live. But the match itself was fine. It wasn't fantastic, but it kind of got Sexsmith over and kind of made Moser kind of seem like a bit of a threat in the tournament. Then the rest of the show is really good. Paul Robinson, Mark Haskins, this is really good. This is fantastic, actually. Really enjoyed this match. Mark Haskins is on a different level at the moment for a lot of people in the UK. I'll put him in the top 5 workers in the country now, without any doubt. Paul Robinson is also really good at what he's there for. He really it's weird because he's a small guy, he's a high flyer, and he kind of works the grapple gimmick really well, and it kind of suits him, especially with his look. I really kind of like what he's doing with that, but this match was really good. It's a nice near fall, it was great last couple of minutes, it kind of took it to the next level, gave us 3.5 stars, I thought it was a really good match. Tommaso Ciampa versus Marty Scurll. It was really good, and I kind of felt like it hit at the 3.5 star level about maybe 15 minutes into the match, and didn't really kind of exceed that. I kind of felt the match goes on a bit long. I think that's kind of trend with quite a few Ciampa matches. The match was really good. I really enjoyed it. Scurll and Ciampa are both very good. I just felt the match was too long. I'm looking at 20 minutes, and if everyone went 15 minutes, would have been as good. I just felt the last 5 minutes were a bit dragged out. But that being said, match is very good. Scurll's fantastic. His new kind of gimmick, the villain, instead of the party Marty thing he had a couple years ago, it just totally transformed his character. Kind of got him into PWG. The party Marty gimmick, which wouldn't have got over in PWG. The villain certainly does. He's a really good worker. He's fantastic. One of the best in the UK, like Haskins. And Ciampa's obviously just improved dramatically. I posted on the page a couple of days ago how much I feel he has improved, and I think this kind of epitomised that. 3-way tag team match, Death Squad, Riots, and the Origin. This match has mainly kind of storyline purposed for development. SDS and Riots are fantastic. I absolutely love these teams. They both work so well. Death Squad, Tommy Anderson is one of the best workers in Europe currently. Really good to see him getting over in America, back for PWG soon. So kind of look forward to seeing more of Tommy and kind of especially overseas. The ending, it was fine. It was done well, I think. I think I like this ending better than the multi-man. I think it was a 4-on-4 match. I think maybe the last show was chapter 22. I think that wasn't very well, I thought, but this worked well. It was done well. Kind of got over the feud between the Riots and the Death Squad, but obviously put Ligero and Cruz on top of the championships. But that match was good. Enjoyed it. Give it 3 stars. Morgan Webster, Zack Gibson, Natural Progression Series rematch for the championship, or the trophy, which will get you a Progress title shot. This match is really good. This is fantastic, actually. Again, I thought it was the second best match in the show. These guys had a really similar match a couple months ago. in the actual progression series final, which was not as good as this, but this was just really, really good. As I say, it exceeded their last match. And Webster is just fantastic. He's really improved kind of over the last year in progress. Really, the idea of progress and kind of getting across the charisma he does have, and he's really likable. He's quite like Will Ospreay. You can only want to like him and get behind him, and that works well against Gibson, who just gets so much heat. He's also fantastic. Gibson's really impressed me recently. I wasn't a huge fan of his kind of from April, but since April, over the last few months, he's really just gone kind of hand in hand with what Progress offers, and I'm a big fan of his now. This match was really good. Really enjoyed this again. Third really good match on this show. Main event, Will Ospreay, Mark Andrews. This match was great. It was really good, really good. I didn't agree with RJ Singh and Glenn on commentary calling it one of the best matches they've ever seen at Progress. Like, because Alive, it wasn't the best Progress match they've ever seen. Wouldn't be the top maybe 10 probably, maybe sneak into the top 10, but still really good. Will Ospreay is fantastic, and Mark Andrews is also fantastic. I got a bit nervous at the start because they started to work over the leg of Ospreay. Mark Andrews, I always get really nervous when high flyers are getting worked over on the leg because their whole offense is based around that, and it usually leads to no selling. But actually worked quite well, so we did kind of try hard to sell it. It was a bit of a problem at the start for me, but to be honest, when the action got going, it didn't really affect my enjoyment of the match at all. The big spots, obviously, is what everyone remembers. Some really cool moments. But problem with this match, like, don't get me wrong, it was really great. I really enjoyed it. It was a 4-star match, but something more than that. I kind of feel it got a bit overkill at the end, but not like Saber's Ciampa overkill, because it doesn't have any overkill because it was kind of all building in the story. I kind of felt this thing near falls for near falls sake. I think Ospreay's a tendency to do that, just to have lots of near falls at the end because he thinks it makes it a better match. I disagree with that kind of philosophy. If you watch New Japan G1, a match like Ibushi versus Shibata, they had like one pinfall in the match, and Shibata kind of worked the whole style of that tournament where they had one pinfall and that was to get the win or to get the loss in Shibata's case, in some cases during the tournament. And I think that would kind of work well for Ospreay a bit, because I kind of feel like there's so many moves and he goes for so many pinfalls and the near falls don't really mean as much. And in the crowd, that definitely felt like the case. Like, we were all behind the match, but I kind of thought the near falls kind of don't feel as special as it potentially could be. That being said, it's a minor grind of gripe. This match was really good. Really enjoyed it. Ospreay's fantastic. So that's all I can really say about that. And Andrews obviously is great as well. But overall, Chapter 23 was a really good show. 4 matches were really great. Haskins, Robertson, Scurll, Ciampa, Gibson, Webster in the main event, obviously the match of the night. 3-way tag team match, really good storyline development. Opening had the holy shit moment of the night with the ring breaking, and the 3-way, it's good to see new talent on the Progress shows. Sexsmith is definitely going to get over. I think maybe in Endeavour a bit more, kind of establish his gimmick. They kind of get a little too crude, just for me anyway. But that being said, I'm sure he'll be a big star. Moser, I think, has got a lot of potential. He's definitely got the kind of striking, kind of raw talent, but hopefully there's more Endeavour shows and kind of gets more exploitation to the chapter shows, and he can really come into his own. But yeah, looking forward to Chapter 24 coming out on demand. I cannot wait to watch that. It was a fantastic show live. Ciampa Saber was one of the best matches I've ever seen live at a wrestling show. And the 3-way main event was also fantastic. Ospreay, as I say, is on fire. All his main event matches have been fantastic. Haskins and his match with Havoc, and then this match with Andrews have all been 4-star plus. So that kind of says all about Ospreay. That's about it, guys. Subscribe to the channel. Every Wednesday, new review, and every Sunday you've got the podcast. So lots to look forward to on the channel. Make sure you like this post on the page and give it a share if you want to kind of hear more about it. So cheers, fellas, and I'll see you on Sunday.